Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. You're going to vlog a day in the life of Chris Pirillo.
Yes, a whole day.
With me not recording.
With you not recording.
What if I record when you're recording?
Then they get to see it both places.
So you want to follow me around with your camera all day?
All day.
Today?
Yeah, today.
Oh, this is just so exciting. What is Chris going to do next? Sign documentation.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, this is the fun part of having your own business. Do I get to keep the pen?
No.
Oh. No. This deal's getting worse all the time. Yes, that's my dad on the floor underneath me as I'm sitting at my desk with a helicopter on the other side of the wall. Can you get up?
Yep.
We still have some bacon in the fridge. It's mine. Entrepreneurs need bacon. Are you a momtrepreneur?
Very definitely today, because I'm having to substitute a lot of things that are usually in my recipe. Oatmeal muffins. They're like my favorite muffins, and they're really good for you. But I don't have whole wheat flour, so we're using white. And I don't have walnuts, so we're using pecans. And I don't have canola oil, so we're using peanut oil. So hopefully they'll turn out edible. We'll see. If not,
Chuck them at the birds.
yeah.
Okay, so... I don't remember all this stuff, so I do it this way.
Well, here's something that doesn't happen every day. I got contacted by a casting agency. They're looking for nerds or geeks who live in Southern California. I'd pass them along to my agent or manager, but I really don't have either. I am me. Mom's taking a break from breaking our glass and reheating some lunch for me. It's okay, we have other glasses just like them, and I'm sure they were cheap.
I don't have any little pieces someplace.
It's kind of like the dark crystal. The shard! Remember seeing that in the movie theater?
I don't remember the dark crystal at all.
Now my life is shattered.
Save those for me.
Okay. Yesterday, you might remember me referring to certain feelings that I've had recently. And then today, I read an article about the psychological price of entrepreneurship, and it really hit home. It seems that only fellow entrepreneurs could understand the level of stress and strain and frustrations and challenges. And I quote, "Entrepreneurs often juggle many roles and face countless setbacks. Lost customers, disputes with partners, increased competition, staffing problems, all while struggling to make payroll." 15 years later, and you'd think it would be easier, but as I said yesterday, it gets easier and more difficult with every passing day. You might wonder why I get so excited when we get a new patron. It's because every person who steps up and says that they believe in me and the things that I do at that level, it just lets me know that I'm on the right track. So a big thanks goes out to all 457 of you. Today, as a matter of fact, I'm trying something new with the business, something I really haven't done before. We've launched a store, shop.lockergnome.com. Over the years, people have turned to me as a tastemaker, so I figured, this is a better way of growing my business or adding stability to my business, other than just doing content every day, which I do enjoy doing to a certain degree, but I really think that selling a geek lifestyle could last for the rest of my life. I ain't no think geek. Yet. Dad? Your turn! Are you trying to run away from me? You had a business, or at least a series of businesses back in the 80s. Maybe this entrepreneurial spirit in me could be genetic.
Okay, well, we opened a hobby shop. Sales were kind of slow. We felt it was our location. Instead of closing it down, we expanded the business and got another hobby shop in a mall. It wasn't very far away. And so at that point we had 2 stores. And then we got into remote control cars and planes. And I used to race remote control cars. That's how we kind of grew the business. I would get out and people would see what I was doing and they'd ask about it and we'd send them to the hobby shop. It was a way to grow the business. A lot of the stuff you said during the TLDR are very true. You have a lot of headaches when you have your own business. The biggest one was meeting payroll, because you can always go without a meal yourself if you have to, but it's tough if other people are relying on you for money to survive, because they're doing a service for you and they expect to be paid. They don't want to hear about your headaches. The tough part was getting the funds to grow a business. I mean, a lot of people see a business and they go in and say, well, you got 100 people and they're all spending $10. Oh, so you're making $1,000. No. Because you got to pay people, you got to buy product, you got to pay people for their time, you have to pay rent, you have a lot of expenses, you have to get places, so you got to travel. Just a lot of expenses that people don't always stop and think about. You make a lot of mistakes, but you learn a lot.
You, above all people, understand what it's like to be an entrepreneur.
Oh yeah, I've been there, done that. You had a job, and then you'd come home and you had the 2 kids, and then you had me. Mm-hmm. I mean, you had a lot of things going on.
Yeah, I did. But, in the same respect, you also went to work and did a job. My job was being home with the kids, taking care of them, taking care of the house, making sure everything in the house ran smoothly so you could come home from your job without a bunch of hassle. You had a job, I had a job. That's the way I looked at it. Now, I was in labor 18 hours with him, 9 hours with Adam, and 4 hours with Ben.
How y'all doing? How you doing?
I'm fine.
How you doing up there?
Hey, okay.
How you doing over there?
Great.
I want you to notice I'm all buckled in. I didn't realize the seatbelt law here was everybody had to be buckled in. So I got to wear it in the back seat too. So whenever you're traveling, you got to make sure you know the seatbelt laws. Otherwise you get pulled over.
Or just always wear a seatbelt.
That was the first thing my father taught me when he taught me how to drive. The first thing you do is you put your seatbelt on. And then you adjust all your mirrors.
But you got to understand, when I learned to drive, they had no seat belts.
When you learned to drive, the wheels were made out of stone.
I think she's saying I'm old.
Diana wants to shop for maternity clothes. Didn't you get them all?
No, well, the baby clothes are on sale too, but I don't know how young it goes.
I can't believe you convinced all of us to go clothes shopping with you. See, hon, I told you the sun would come out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it did, because it's today. And today would be tomorrow yesterday. Look! It's a gigantic rainbow!
I don't think there's going to be anything we can afford.
Yeah, go ahead and pass me. It's okay, because I'm only going a little bit over the speed limit there, sir. Let me get this straight. A Darth Vader shirt for our toddler is only $3? And what about this guy? A minion. Our kid could be a creeper! He or she would have to grow into this one, but it's only $2.
Here's a lesson when you're buying sleepers. Make sure that at least one of the legs has either a zipper all the way down or will have snaps under it, because if they don't, like if this didn't have snaps or a zipper in it, it's hard to get their legs in and out.
And another tip, don't get anything with flowers and bunnies on it.
Now sometimes what I do is I have Mom go outside and faint in the street. And that stops the traffic.
Well, we don't need to worry about that. Traffic's already stopped.
Yeah, but it stops it so you can get in. It's moving.
Yeah.
It is?
Shoot on out there.
Start scooting.
This guy's going to let you.
Yeah, I'd scoot out there.
I don't want to give this car in front of us another dent.
They already have one right there.
That's what I'm saying. Diana calls this place Clam Chowders.
I want one of those.
The baby wants all 3 items. It wants the country fried steak, the fish and chips, and the shrimp and avocado salsa.
All right, what does the embryo want?
My chopped liver. I'll have the chop steak too.
All right.
Last time we were here, we came with Jasmine and Slav, and I got sick the next day, and I thought I had food poisoning, but nobody else was sick. And I was pregnant. I just didn't know it yet.
Diana is mixing the avocado shrimp salsa.
Now we will begin to ignore each other.
Yeah.
Is chicken fried steak natural?
Mm-hmm, very natural.
That's a big sweet potato.
I split mine because I'm trying to lose weight. So you made the suggestion, just split it right away. So if I do that, I won't be tempted to eat all of it like I already am. It already looks very good, and I want to eat it all. So now I'll close this. Out of sight, out of mind.
You got a root beer sucker?
Yeah, you didn't get one?
No, I didn't know those were root beer.
Oh, those are your favorite, aren't they?
Yeah, you didn't grab me one?
I don't really like it.
Okay.
I'm done. How do we do that now?
She's not gonna give it to me.
There.
Oh, that's not fun. The Clone Wars Season 6, The Lost Missions are released! We have to watch one episode. Just one.
Just one?
Or two, possibly three. Before going to bed. Thanks again for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and watching even more of our videos right now.